The Industrial Revolution, a time of progress and innovation. But this progress came at a steep price, paid by the most vulnerable members of society, children. Inside these imposing structures, amidst the deafening roar of machinery, tiny figures toiled tirelessly. Children, some as young as 5, operated dangerous machinery, their small bodies dwarfed by the sheer scale of their tasks. The factories were harsh, unforgiving places where childhood innocence was lost amidst the gears and grime. The workday began before dawn. Children, roused from their sleep, often in overcrowded slums, trudged through the darkness to their industrial prisons. A meagre breakfast, if any, was quickly consumed before the relentless pace of the factory took hold. 12, 14, even 16 hours a day. These were the lengths of their shifts. Children operated machines, hauled heavy loads, and performed monotonous tasks, their small bodies pushed to the limits of endurance. The pace was relentless, the overseers unforgiving. Mistakes were met with punishment, often physical. Pay was meagre, barely enough to keep them alive. Many were orphans, forced into workhouses or sold by desperate families. Their wages were often a pittance, barely enough to keep them fed, let alone clothed or sheltered. They were trapped, their lives dictated by the rhythm of the machines. The physical toll was undeniable. Children, their bodies still developing, suffered from respiratory problems, deformed limbs and stunted growth. Many bore the scars of industrial accidents, crushed fingers, lost limbs, burns from molten metal. But the invisible scars ran deeper. Deprived of education, sunlight and play, these children were robbed of their childhoods. Malnourishment and exhaustion were constant companions. The psychological impact was profound, leaving many emotionally stunted and scarred. Imagine the lost potential, the silenced dreams, the stolen futures. They were not children, not in the truest sense. They were tiny cogs in a vast, unforgiving machine. The Industrial Revolution, for all its progress, cast a long shadow over the lives of these forgotten children. Voices against the machine. The fight for child labour laws. The plight of child labourers did not go unnoticed. Reformers, writers and social activists began to expose the horrors of factory life. It is a disgrace to a Christian country to allow such things to go on, declared Lord Shaftesbury, a leading voice against child labour. Their words, often accompanied by vivid descriptions and drawings, shocked the conscience of Victorian society. Slowly, public opinion began to shift. The Factory Act of 1833 was a first step, limiting the working hours of children and mandating education. The fight was long and arduous, but progress was made. Over time, more comprehensive laws were enacted, further restricting child labour and improving working conditions. The voices of the reformers, combined with the growing awareness of the public, forced a change in the industrial landscape. A legacy of protection, remembering the past, shaping the future. The legacy of child labour during the Industrial Revolution is a sobering reminder of the human cost of progress. While the days of children toiling in factories may seem like a distant past, the fight for fair labour practices continues. Today, organisations around the world work to eradicate child labour in all its forms. The lessons learned from the Industrial Revolution serve as a stark reminder of the importance of protecting the vulnerable and ensuring that every child has the opportunity to learn, grow, and reach their full potential. The fight is far from over, but the progress made is a testament to the power of collective action and the enduring belief in the dignity and worth of every human being. As we look to the future, let us remember the children of the Industrial Revolution and remain vigilant in our efforts to create a world where every child is free from exploitation and full of hope.